Guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing my first impressions and makeup tutorials of the new Natasha Denona Zendo eyeshadow palette. First things first, if you like to watch makeup reviews and first impressions of new makeup products, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel. If you're a makeup enthusiast, if you're a makeup lover, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Click the bell to be notified every time I upload my videos, and also don't forget to thumbs up this video. Now let's get into the video. I feel like I'm the last person reviewing this palette. I should have pre-ordered this one on the website, Natasha Denona's website. So I mean, I just had to get something from the Sephora. I had to get like my skincare item, a very important skincare item. So just had to. So I decided to get this on the Sephora's website. So this is the midi size of the Midi Zendo palette. I mean, the shades are very different. The shades from the Midi Zendo palette, or Midi Zendo, or really light shades, like lighter shades than the Midi Zendo palette. And just the packaging, like copper color, that's the only thing, but the shades are very different. I mean, very different, guys. So I do not buy her big palettes. It's like $129, and also like her bigger palettes, like $200 I think each. So those I do not buy. I only buy her like midi palettes and her mini palettes. Those are like my type of palettes. So here are the shades. I heard mixed reviews about this one, so I'm a little bit scared to use this. I just recently bought the Glam palette, which I like. I also like the bronze palette. Kind of reminds me a little bit of bronze palette, but this is more like a coral pinky palette with blue shades, like muted blue shades on this side, and this cotton brown shade. I heard like the mattes are her cream to powder formula. Oh my goodness, that's amazing, because I love her cream to powder formula matte shades. So I'm gonna do or recreate two looks that she did for the campaign. She did like a pink coral shade. I mean, she did not list the shades, so I'm assuming like these three shades in here. And also she did like a blue eye makeup. I think I'm gonna use the blue shades on this side. So I like the excuse, but I had to stop for a few seconds because it's like noise outside. All right, so I'm gonna recreate the blue shades or the blue eye makeup look on my left side, and then on my right side I'm gonna recreate the pink or coral eye makeup. So I'm gonna, you know what, let me close my window right now, it's making too much noise. My right side, I'll be using the shade Relief, this light coral matte shade, and I'm gonna use this one as my transition shade. So this is the reference number 15. I think I have number 16. Okay, so I don't know where to put. I don't know where to put the other brush. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this as my transition shade. This is pretty. Ooh, it's like a pinky coral shade, and it's very nice, and it doesn't look patchy. It's applying very nicely. I'm gonna use the shade Vigor, which is a red it's like a red coral shade, and I'm using the Persona. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, I like this color. Okay, so I heard mixed reviews about this. I don't know if I mentioned, guys. I heard mixed reviews. I watched maybe like 3 or 4 videos about this palette. But so far on me, this is like blending out, and especially the red shade is blending. Some red coral shade is blending. Oh my god, just okay, so it's blending out beautifully. Next is the shade Aura, this metallic shade. I love her metallics, are very reflected, and her shimmers, they're like cream to powder formula in my opinion. So I heard that the metallics in here are not that great, so I'm not really sure, guys. So I'm gonna use my finger first. Okay, so this is not a reflective metallic. It's very soft, almost like satin metallic. Kind of reminds me of the Glam palette. So the metallics are very, very soft. I like reflective metallics, guys. I love shimmery shadows. I love reflective metallics. This is so pretty though. It's pretty, but it's too soft for my liking. I already sprayed my brush and see how this, maybe this will help a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks a little bit better. But I wish that it was a little bit more reflective because I love, I mentioned, like I love my shimmers, very shimmery shadows. I love, you know, reflected metallics. So this one's not giving me that, but it still looks, ooh, I can change the color a little bit. So I'm gonna use mine, I guess. And then next, the shade Zeal. I noticed that the model was wearing like a dark brown. So Zeal is a dark brown with looks like a olive undertone. So I'm just gonna maybe apply right here like a faded color. This is pretty. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this one like very dark because I think the model was wearing like a light sheer of this. So I couldn't see what the model was wearing on this side because I have like a deep crease next to my, you know, this next to my third eye area. So I'm gonna use the shade Tranquil, this metallic pink, light pink shade. Actually, this is really pretty too. Same, it's a very like subtle shimmer, but that's really nice. It's really pretty. Okay, so another eye look I'm gonna do is the blue or like greenish blue with a cut crease type of makeup. So I'm looking at my phone right now. I have the picture right here. This one right here. This is so pretty. This is pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna think she's wearing the shade Mantra, this matte greenish blue shade, and this is the Alamar Cosmetics brush. So I'm gonna have to do like a cut crease right now. I haven't done a cut crease makeup for a while, so I think this is gonna be a first time. So I'm just gonna tap it, I guess, and then just blend it out because I'm kind of scared that this might look patchy because green shades are blue, matte shades and green are really hard to formulate. You know, sometimes they are patchy. And this one, I'm surprised. Oh, okay, this is not bad. The mattes are very nice, guys. I really like the mattes in here. I'm using a concealer from Dior. This is the Dior Forever concealer. And then next, this flat brush. So this gives me more of a defined application. And I feel like she was wearing the shade Breathe. I think this matte greenish. Oh, this thing is so loose. Some of the mattes in here are loose though. Yeah, this color is so pretty. Then I'm gonna use the shade Zeal again to do like a cat eye. Cause I mean the picture the model doesn't look like she's wearing, you know, she's wearing a black liner. So I'm just gonna use this. This is a really pretty color. This brown olive shade. This is pretty. I'm gonna use the shade Relief just to highlight on this side. I'm not sure if this is the same shade, so I'm just gonna use the same brush. And I think I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'm gonna tell you guys my thoughts about this one, about this new palette from Natasha Denona. Oh, okay guys, so I'm done. I'm also wearing this coral shade relief as my blush because this is like my favorite eyeshadow from the palette. This is a really pretty pink coral shade. Oh, this is so pretty. I like this. On my left side, I'm gonna use this metallic shade Equilibrium for my lower lashes. I'm also wearing this one, like this color on top. I added that one because it just, I think, just needed a little bit of like because it was a little black. For me, it was my fault though. But right now, this is not bad at all. Ready to tell you my thoughts about this palette. I really like the matte shades more than the metallic shades because the matte shades, they were very easy to use. They blended themselves out. I mean, they were just so easy to use, guys. I didn't have issues with the matte shades. So the matte shades are cream to powder, but the metallics, they were not very reflective. They were almost like satin metallics. I was expecting more of I was expecting more because her metallics from this mini, very reflective, very beautiful. I love my shimmery shades. I love very shimmery shadows. I love very reflective, metallics. I just love very shimmery, very shiny eyeshadows. The shades in here, the metallics, they were more like satin shades in my opinion. But overall, guys, this is not my favorite palette from Natasha Denona. I love the metallics. I still love the metallics from Bronze palette. The metallics from that palette are amazing, very reflective. These are like more satin shades in my opinion. Overall, guys, I really like the both eye looks, but just my personal, what I like to use. If you have mature skin, I think you're gonna like the metallic shades in here, but I personally think they're okay in my opinion. But the mattes, ooh, I like the matte shades in here. Overall, not a bad palette, but like I mentioned, not my favorite palette from Natasha Denona. All right, so this is the end of my video. Let me know, guys, if you have tried anything from Natasha Denona, if you purchased this palette, what you think about this palette, guys. And this is the end of my video. Please don't forget to subscribe on my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.